guys, it's JD here, and this is bad light. Joe, can you come around here, please, mate? We'll move over here. I'm here with a client of mine and a very good pal, and very tall, Asian. It's unusual for you to be this tall. You should be down here somewhere.
Super tall.
Yeah.
Well, you can't use the same dad joke you always use.
No, I can't use the same dad joke. No.
And I am standing up.
He is standing up. This is a good mate of mine and a member of our coaching program, Joe Zhu, and that is spelled Z-H-O-U, but because I've never been able to...
My name, how long has it been?
Well, it's been a few years now, but because I couldn't pronounce his name, Zhu, I've called him Smithy.
Okay, great.
So he's known as Smithy.
Yeah.
Smithy, I want to ask you, for those who are watching this, probably not live now, but those who might be watching this later on, apps. You are an app developer?
Yes, I have my own app development company, so kind of help people with building any web applications.
Good. And now, for those who don't understand what an app is, can you explain to them?
So app is both a mobile app and web application. So the point of an app is to, so a lot of people think about mobile apps like Uber, any application that can change the world basically. But also if your existing established business application can automate your processes. So
yeah, so we all have a number of apps on our phone, most of us do, and a lot of them are used regularly. I use, 9 News or something like that quite regularly, but a lot of people have a whole bunch of apps on their phone that they're not using, and that's because a lot of people who get apps don't actually promote their app properly, do they?
Yeah, so there's a lot of, if you do build an app, you have to know how to promote it, because a lot of apps don't end up getting used. But even though a lot of people, everything's going on mobile these days, everything's on the phone, on the apps, so there's a very high interaction rates with apps, but the actual amount of apps people are interacting is not as much as people think it is.
Because they're not marketing them.
Yeah. So it's all about marketing your app and promoting it.
And if you're marketing your app, you'd market it with a certain factor. It starts with W. You'd market it with a...
Wow.
A wow factor.
You said wow backwards. Can you say that again?
Yes, funny. He's using my dad jokes now at this age. You should not be using dad jokes at your age, even though he has 2 young children.
I thought I created that one.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. So therefore, look, the thing is that if you're interested in getting a genius like this to develop an app for your business, then just contact us at the Institute of Wow, and we'll pass on your details to Joe. Probably just shoot through an email to john@theinstituteofwow.com. And I'll pass you on to who I affectionately call Smithy, because I can't pronounce his Chinese surname.
I see a link there. Is that what you...
Yeah, yes, up above or below, whatever, yes, smart of it, yeah. I keep on saying to him, every time I do a Facebook Live, I always put a link up and above. You wouldn't believe it on this particular occasion, you won't see one. I'll put it in later, because I was doing this just off the cuff. We're at Sanctuary Cove, aren't we? Yeah. And Joe has driven down from the Sunshine Coast.
It only took me an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. He's driven an hour and a half to speak with me. I should feel pretty special. Yeah.
As always, you're always late.
Yeah, I was late. I was a few minutes late, but that was only because I was helping a little old lady across the road. Okay.
Or you're just doing another Facebook Live.
I was doing another photo. Can I just ask you one final question before we go? In terms of apps, look, a lot of people get spooked because of what they see as a lot of money. Yeah. Okay. And what is the average sort of investment that someone has to consider for an app? Is there an average?
Sure. So application is basically, when you're building an app, it's just how much you want to invest in hiring the developer. So essentially it's about the features you want to include. So it can start anywhere from 10,000 to the sky's the limit. If you want to build a Facebook, God knows how much that is. But a lot of things you don't have to start with big. So you want to start with an MVP, the minimum viable product, to test the market. You don't have to build both iOS and Android first. You can use hybrid development. You can have a prototype to raise funds, bring investors on board, angel investors, all of those things. So the most important thing is know your budget, set it aside for what's important for your personal living expenses. Set aside, so if you have $100, put aside 20 for personal, put aside another 20 for marketing, and then the rest in development. So
normally, if I have $100, I put $95 aside for alcohol, and then the other $5 I split up amongst all those other things.
Yeah, so your personal living expense is quite high. According to the usual.
Well, it's because of the alcohol. Yeah.
But you're rich, so 5% of those is actually quite.
Of course, yes, of course. Sorry, my pilot from my private plane is just calling me. Joe, thanks for being with us here. I don't like your sarcasm. I'm not into sarcasm, so therefore I'm not a fan of that. But nonetheless, thank you for telling us about apps. And again, if anyone would like Joe Zhu to be... by the way, what's the name of the app company?
I thought you were going to say, by the way, how to pronounce my real surname.
Well, yours is Zhu.
No, ZH gives a J sound once and for all.
Okay, well,
So it's like PH because the F sound in English.
okay, so how do you pronounce it then, Joe?
So it's basically J-O-U. So it's actually, just say Jay-Z. Jay-Z is...
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is...
Oh, no, that sounds too cool for you. You're not that cool. You're not that cool. Okay. Yeah, so just tell me. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I've created a monster here, the prescription glasses, so that would have screwed you up. Joe, what's the name of the app company?
Pocket Apps. Pocket Apps, pktapps.com. So, yeah.
Good, terrific. Well, you can either come through me, John, at the Institute of WOW, or go to Pocket Apps.
Yeah.
Over and out. Say goodbye. See you guys. Bye-bye.